Okay everyone, so now we're going to create our pattern. This pattern can be used as a background, or for me what I'm going to do is I was kind of inspired by a few different things here, particularly this yellow jagged background, and I wanted to put kind of an 80s because I was going for an 80s theme, kind of retro look pattern in there. So I'm going to just take these out here and show you how to create a pattern. So we'll create a new file. We will make this in inches to just kind of correspond. So 2.5 width, 3.5 height, create. So when you're creating a pattern, you need something to put a pattern around first. So I'm going to, once again, I'm kind of going to use kind of a similar yellow to this. I'm just going to create a little box and hold down Shift to kind of keep things proportional. We'll make that the yellow color that we want. And now this is how we make our pattern. So if we go to Object, option that says Pattern, and Make. And we want to make sure that we had that point selected. All right, here are our pattern options. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so we can see this. So anything that we create within this square here is going to be kind of replicated out here. Just to give you an idea, let's start off by maybe doing a circle. And we'll make that circle kind of a purplish color there. Maybe even switch that. Now, right now we don't see anything, but as soon as I bring this into the pattern area, you can see the pattern that's created. Now, one of the things is if I go down here, you'll see that it actually mimics that on top or over here. The thing is, if I go on this side or on this side, it's going to hide it. That's all done by here. So left in front, or if I were to switch this over, now it's the opposite. I can go over this side, but this side doesn't. Same thing here right now. So now if I move up, it's fine, but down it's not. But by default, it's going to be these two here, all right? So wherever that little white section is, that's going to be what repeats the item. You can do your copies as well. So, you know, we can do 5x5, 3x3, however you want to kind of look at it. And you can also change this by how it's put together. You can do a brick, so you can see this kind of off-puts everything. You can do a brick by column, so off-puts it in a different way. Or you can do kind of a hex. It's completely up to you. For this, we'll just do a normal grid. All right. I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit more. Then using my brush, I'm going to just shrink that brush down, maybe do a little squiggle there, and then let's do a triangle. So we can use our polygon tool, and then we'll flip this over like that. Just zoom in a little bit so that we can see this a little bit better. And then we've got that. And once again, I'm just going to shrink this down just a little bit. And to kind of add a little bit, now we can kind of move things around. So you just kind of want to move it around and you'll look to see where you get a nice pattern set up. So I think that this works pretty well. Once you've done that, you can go over to here and see where it says name. You can change that from new pattern to a name that you should use. I'm going to use 80s. Right like that, and then hit enter. And up here we can hit done. Okay. And now let's hit Command 0. All we need to do to add this pattern is, you can see right here, here are our patterns. Just drag this right over, and there's our pattern.